Number 10. The Walnut Scratch Eraser. Got scratches on your hardwood floor that look like your furniture had a WWE match? Before you drop $30 on some professional wood repair pen, try this old-school trick that's been around longer than color television. Grab a basic walnut, the cheap kind. Crack it open and take the nut meat. Now rub it directly over the scratch in your wood floor. What's happening here isn't magic. Walnuts contain natural oils and pigments that blend surprisingly well with many wood finishes. As you rub it in, those oils seep into the scratch and darken the exposed wood, helping it match the surrounding surface. It's basically concealer for your floor. This isn't some TikTok trend cooked up yesterday. People were doing this decades ago. And unlike those expensive wood touch-up markers that fade after a season, this actually absorbs into the wood. If your landlord ever asks how you professionally restored the floor, just smile. They don't need to know it cost 99 cents. Number 9. The Midnight Floorboard Silencer. You know that one squeaky floorboard? The one that announces every 2 a.m. snack mission like it's narrating your life? Most contractors will quote you hundreds of dollars to secure loose boards. But here's the simpler move. Take baby powder. Plain, cheap baby powder. Sprinkle it directly into the gap between the squeaky boards. Then gently sweep or tap it into the cracks. Squeaks usually happen because wood rubs against wood, or wood rubs against nails. That friction causes the sound. The powder works like a dry lubricant, reducing that friction without tearing up your floor. It's like putting tiny noise-canceling headphones between the boards. I've seen people get quotes for $600 to $800 for squeak repairs. A $2 container of powder can dramatically reduce the sound. Just don't dump half the bottle in there. And wipe up any extra so nobody goes sliding across the hallway like it's an ice rink. Cheap, quiet, effective. Number 8. The rug that refuses to sit still. Does your rug slowly migrate across the room like it's trying to escape? One week it's under the coffee table. By Friday it's halfway into the kitchen. Stores love selling non-slip rug pads for $40 or $50. But there's a cheaper option: flip your rug over. Grab inexpensive caulk or hot glue. Draw a few wavy lines across the back. Let it dry completely. I mean completely. You're adding grip, not permanently gluing it to your floor. Once dry, flip it back over. Those dried lines create traction against the floor, keeping the rug from sliding around while still allowing you to lift it when needed. It works on hardwood, tile, laminate, even carpet. Think of it as giving your rug sneakers. One warning: if the rug is antique or extremely valuable, skip this. This hack is for everyday rugs, not museum pieces. But for a couple dollars? Your rug's Olympic sprinting career is officially over. Number 7. The Sweater Comeback Plan. You pull your favorite sweater out of the dryer, and now it looks like it belongs to a toddler. Instant regret. Before you toss it into the lesson learned pile, try this. Fill your sink with lukewarm water. Add about a quarter cup of cheap hair conditioner. The basic stuff. Nothing fancy. Let the sweater soak for about 15 minutes. Conditioner relaxes natural fibers like wool, cotton, and cashmere. It's the same reason it softens your hair. The fibers loosen up, making them more flexible. After soaking, gently squeeze out the water. Don't wring it like you're trying to twist secrets out of it. Lay it flat on a towel and slowly stretch it back toward its original shape. You're basically negotiating with the fabric. This works best on natural fibers. Synthetic materials? Once they shrink, they're stubborn. They don't negotiate. Let it air dry flat. Hanging it while wet can stretch it unevenly. You just saved an $80 sweater with a bottle of conditioner that cost less than a fast food combo. Laundry disaster reverse. Number 6. The Shower Pressure Revival. Your shower used to feel like a waterfall. Now it feels like someone gently misting houseplants. Before you replace the entire shower head, grab a plastic bag and some white vinegar. Fill the bag with vinegar. Place it over the shower head so the clogged nozzles are submerged. Secure it with a rubber band. Leave it for a few hours, or overnight if it's really bad. What's happening here? Mineral deposits from hard water build up inside the tiny holes. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which dissolves those deposits. It's like sending in a tiny cleaning crew to break up the blockage. When you remove the bag and run the water, the difference can be dramatic. Stronger pressure, even flow, and the fix costs about $1. Just rinse thoroughly afterward so you don't start your morning with eau de salad dressing. Number 5. The Pantry Level Up. Open your pantry. Does it look like canned goods are playing a chaotic game of Jenga? There's a better way, and it doesn't involve expensive organizers. Grab tension rods. The same adjustable rods used for shower curtains. You can usually find them cheap. Install them horizontally inside your pantry between the side walls. Instant extra shelves. You've just created vertical storage out of thin air. Stack cans in tiers. Separate boxes by level. Suddenly everything's visible instead of hiding in the back like it owes you money. You can even install a rod under your sink to hang spray bottles by their triggers. It's a small upgrade that makes your space feel custom. Those, as seen on TV, organizers can run $40 to $60. This? Maybe $5 total. Sometimes organization isn't about buying more containers. It's about using space smarter. Number 4. The mirror that refuses to fog. You step out of a hot shower, ready to start your day, and your mirror looks like it just joined a cloud formation contest. Instead of buying pricey anti-fog sprays that disappear faster than your motivation on Monday morning, grab something simpler: shaving cream. The basic white foam. Nothing fancy. Put a small amount on a dry cloth and spread a thin layer across the mirror. Then wipe it off completely until the glass looks clear again. What you've just done is leave behind an invisible barrier. Shaving cream contains surfactants that prevent water droplets from clustering together into fog. Instead of forming a cloudy layer, the moisture spreads evenly and stays transparent. Result? Clear mirror. Zero drama. And it can last for weeks. While others are paying $15 for tiny anti-fog bottles, you're solving the same problem with something already sitting under your sink. Science wins again. Number 3. The burnt pot redemption. You left the stove for just a minute. Now your pot looks like it survived a volcanic eruption. Before you attack it with steel wool and regret, try this. Drop a dryer sheet into the pot. Fill it with hot water. Let it sit overnight. Dryer sheets contain softening agents that help loosen stubborn residue. After soaking, the burnt layer often wipes away far more easily. It's not magic. It's chemistry and patience. In the morning, use a sponge to clean it out. You might be shocked at how much lifts off. But here's the important part. Don't use this method on non-stick or coated cookware. It can damage the finish. This trick is for stainless steel or durable pots only. You just rescued cookware for the price of a single dryer sheet. And maybe next time, set a timer. Number 2. The microfiber comeback. Microfiber couches look amazing. Until someone spills something. Then suddenly you've got mysterious blotchy watermarks that look like a weather map. Professional cleaning can cost hundreds. Or you can try this. Fill a spray bottle with rubbing alcohol. Lightly mist the stained area. Don't drench it. We're refreshing, not baptizing. Then take a clean white brush and gently scrub in small circles. Alcohol evaporates quickly, which prevents new water stains from forming. It also helps lift many common spills like coffee, soda, or light dirt. After it dries, brush again to restore the texture. Always test in a hidden area first. Not all microfiber is created equal. But when it works, it works. You save money, and your couch keeps its dignity. Number 1. The Headlight Revival. Your car headlights start looking foggy over time. Yellowed, cloudy, dim. Dealerships will offer restoration services for hundreds. DIY kits at auto stores can cost $30 or more. But here's the budget version. Use plain white toothpaste. Not gel. Not sparkly. Basic white paste. Toothpaste contains mild abrasives that help remove surface oxidation. Apply it to a cloth and rub in circular motions over the headlight. After several minutes of steady rubbing, rinse it off. You may need to repeat for heavily oxidized lights. Once clear, apply a thin protective layer, like clear nail polish or a proper sealant, to slow future oxidation. It won't replace professional restoration for severe damage, but for mild cloudiness, it can dramatically improve clarity. For a couple dollars, your headlights go from retirement home vision to road ready again. And that's the list. Simple fixes, cheap tools, practical solutions. Sometimes the smartest upgrades aren't the most expensive ones. If you found even one of these useful, imagine what else you've been overpaying for. Stick around. There's more where this came from.